Sports Broadcasting. Today is my last prediction video of the upcoming football season, and I'm closing it off with the Pittsburgh Steelers, my favorite NFL team. And I'm just gonna go right to the season. First game against the New York Giants. I'm really excited for this one. It's the early Monday Night Football game in Week 1. There's usually 2 Monday Night Football games, and we get the first one, 7:15 on ESPN. That the Week 1 matchup for Pittsburgh. I have the Steelers winning 27-21. We're on the road, and we're not the best offensive team, even with our starting quarterback and Ben Roethlisberger. But it's going to be a tight contest, and Saquon Barkley is going to lead the way for proud Penn State line there. He's going to lead the way for the Giants and make it a close game. 6-point win for Pittsburgh to open it up. And then the second game comes home, 1 o'clock against the Denver Broncos. Should be an easy win, but the Broncos, I actually have them making the playoffs, the 7th seed. They do lose in the first round, but they're still a playoff team. So that's a trap game for us there, but I think we'll win. And then we play Houston, and if you remember correctly, they lost DeAndre Hopkins, the top receiver, and that should be a really easy win. I don't have them being that well this season. 7-9, don't make the playoffs. Not anything special for them. And then Tennessee Titans, a lot of people are really, really high on them, maybe winning the division and getting the number 1 seed, but I don't see it. I think we're going to have a big downfall, and Ryan Tannehill is not going to be what he was last season in the playoffs. But with that being said, I think the Steelers will lose. Starting out the season 3-0, I think they'll get to, prideful or be looking ahead past the Titans to the Eagles game. So we're going to start out season 3-1. And then the Eagles at home could win that game. I would hate to lose that one. That's probably the one, besides the 2 Browns games, that I would want to win the most. But the Eagles are a really good defensive team, but so are we. But they do have a better offense. I think they'll get it done in a tight contest. And then the Browns, I really hate playing the Browns. Not because they're that good all the time, but just the thought of losing to them is scary. The Browns, I think they'll get the better of us. I have them going 11-5, making the playoffs, and losing in the divisional round to Kansas City. I think we'll lose to them in that one. And then we have another loss to the Baltimore Ravens on the road. I don't really have to explain that one. The Ravens are a really good team, and I just don't see us winning that game. So we're on a 4-game losing streak, after starting out on a 3-game winning streak. So we're 3-4, and then we have to go at Dallas, 4:25 kickoff Eastern time, and we'll get it done 23-20. This is the score. So we start out the season 4-4 even, right where we started. Pretty good playoff position, and we have a pretty easy stretch coming up with the Jaguars and the Bengals. 2 easy wins, don't have to complain much there. Baltimore at home, Thanksgiving night. I think we could win this game. We have a pretty good chance to, but the Ravens are just the better team, and they'll win 35-20. It'll be closer than it actually looks. I think we'll get a touchdown with about a minute left or so to seal the deal. And then the Redskins, easy win. Even though they got Chase Young, can't beat the Steelers by himself. And then we play Buffalo on the road. I don't see us winning this game. We lost to them last year by 7 points at home. This time, they have Stephon Diggs, which is a great receiver for them. They needed a receiver. And now their second best receiver is Cole Beasley and Zay Thomas, but they're still a better team. They have a really good defense. Not as good as ours, but they still have a good defense, and they'll beat us 24-8, unfortunately. And then we close off the season with 2 wins and then a loss. 2 wins coming against Cincinnati on Monday Night Football. And then the Colts, pretty easy win. Phillip Rivers, not the best QB for Indianapolis. And then We lose to Cleveland once again. Cleveland goes 11-5, 2 games above us, and the difference is the head-to-head matchups. We lose that game, and then we go to the playoffs, where Steelers sneak in at the 6th seed. Usually that would be the last seed, but it's a 7-team playoff, which I'm not a huge fan of. But it would help the Steelers in case something happens where we have to settle for the 7th seed. And I think we'll beat the Bills round 1 just because it's hard to beat really anyone twice. I mean, I know the Ravens and Browns, I predicted them doing that. But the Bills, we were so close to the Bills, as I predicted the first time. I think the Bills will falter in the playoffs once more. Steelers will get the win. And then we move on to play the number 1 seed and Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens. And this is where the season ends. The Ravens are a really good team, and I don't see us winning. I know it's hard to win 3 games against one single team, but they'll figure out a way. It won't be a blowout, but the final score 35-17. Ravens win, and that will be the end of our season. 10-8, including the 2 playoff games. 9-7 in the regular season. Not a bad season. I mean, I would take that, but it would be a heartbreaker to lose to the Ravens in the postseason. That is it for sports broadcasting. Thank you for watching, and I hope there is a season.